Hello. Right, I'm making a phoenix feather.
Found.
Oh, sorry, I found a phoenix feather, a genuine phoenix feather, and I'm restoring it back to its former glory, I think, am I? Is that what I'm doing? Okay, so basically painting it flamey sort of colours. That I'm just wiping my brush off on will be the back. Um, I use lots of reds, oranges, yellows, and then I go into the iridescent type ones and highlight it and stuff, and then I get them ones. It's blue violet, I think. I think it's blue violet, that one. And I'm sort of dibble dabbling it around, but putting definite streaks in towards the centre. Then the quill bit of it, that's just more watered down, just feathering it in, feathering it in, and a bit of blue acrylic and stuff, just to give it a purpley sort of shine, a bit more. The quill bit, what I do is get a floristry wire, and then I bind it with tissue and glue, so it's bendable, positionable to a degree. So you can shape it and make it a bit more realistic. I'm putting the flame sort of eye like what peacock feathers have in, just using different coloured acrylic inks, transparent inks, just basically messing around until it looks like what I had in my head.
Until it looks original.
Until it's an original, yeah, until it's back to its original state. That's the green gold, and I don't know if I use the blue one. I don't think I used the blue one, but that's back to the purple one. Basically, I'm just chucking everything at it until it just looks right, basically. That's the floristry wire. These are the tissues. Just getting a bit of glue on there. You don't have to glue the whole thing, you just end up with a mushy mess if you put too much glue on. And then I'm making sure, I think I held it up to the light so I could see where it needed to be, because I wanted it to go directly through the eye. Now I'm burnishing it down with a bone folder front and back, so it's not just all one side sticking out. I couldn't decide how the bottom bit was going to be, so I left them on for a while until I'd cut all the way down. That was a bit of blue ink just to deepen outer edges. Now I'm painting the base of the quill up, and I put a bit of the outside colours on the quill to make the quill stand out a little more and make it a little bit shiny, just so it looks a bit like the edges. Oh, that's one side done, and we thought we'd leave this side in just in case there's anybody left in the universe that hasn't seen these made before. I think everybody's seen them. You haven't seen them? You haven't seen them? Well, you don't really watch, do you? Right, the box, the display case, the shadow box that I put it in. Oh, I'm just twizzling and curling edges and fluffing it out a bit there. It's made from a chocolate box, a card wrapper. We can't make us mind up what to call it really. This is a piece of lining paper, it's quite thick, and I'm ripping it in an arch. I've wet it down and then I'm setting fire to the edges so it looks like it got damaged while the specimen collector was plucking it out of the fire. Basically, that's sort of what I wanted to, look like, that it been through wars a bit, and it's just to hold it in place. It'll become apparent when you see pictures. And I put a lot of glue behind the curls to make them stiff so they will always stand out, they won't relax down. Right, this is a nightmare to show you. So I've made the frame again. Video coming either straight away after this or the day after this to show you exactly what I did here properly. It's just way too fast, you can't see what I'm doing, and if I tried to describe it to you, you'd just be sat there going, eh? So I've sort of done a real-time demo of just how I achieved the boxy bit of it. So anybody who knows me knows I love my brown paper, and different brown papers do different things. This McDonald's bag, I've screwed it up and obviously ripped strips, screwed it up, and I'm edging these with India ink and then wetting them. So what happens is the India ink travels down the creases. Now this, I'll clean my brush out on my work surface, put a bit of water, and I'm mopping up. So what happens then is the India ink, can you see it, it accentuates all the creases in it, and it makes it look like it looks like cigar, like a cigar leaf, you know, the outer bit of a cigar. Or it looks like, what's that stone that said it looked like? Not marble, agate. I suppose if you really high glossed it, it'd look like a gate, wouldn't it?
No.
I don't mean a creaking gate, I mean a stone gate. Right, I was trying to decide here what sort of paper I wanted to use in the background. I didn't end up using that lot, it was just an idea that I was playing around with. So I've put the big pieces down, and I'm sort of patching round with all the strips with the edges. Once it's all done and all covered, just painting the edges dark of the back and feathering it up onto the sides, if you will. This is some paper I got from, I think it was a local pound shop. Darkening the edges, cut it to fit, darkening the edges slightly with pit pen, moistening my finger and just bringing it in a little bit so it makes the shadow more, so it looks a bit deeper than it is. Gluing it in place. Yeah, I didn't wash my brush out properly, so it glue's a bit mucky looking. Flattening it down with a credit card, key card, whatever you want to call them. And as I said, I've put glue there and let it dry so it stiffens it, so when I curl it, it stays curled. This is a bit of modelling paste that was in one of the, what I was making DIY stamps out of, the fondant moulds. It's a little bit off one of the fondant moulds castings, yeah, fondant mould castings, texture paste, gold. And I've put a piece of black paper inside, arched it, and now I'm sticking it down, and I'm just using that bamboo skewer to keep it open, and to make sure that my feather fits in there okay. I didn't want to risk getting glue all over the feather, so that's why I used that. That I'm just gluing the curls in place, and then this contact adhesive, I'm putting it down, letting it dry a bit, letting it go tacky, and then putting it back together so it grabs and holds where I want it. I'm going to be making some more of these for displaying my hair wands, my hair spikes, like the dragon one that I made, and I've got loads of hair spikes, so I could do them in like a display case, or because they're very pretty, some of them. It would just be nice to have them on wall. I could put one in each room, then I've always got an hair spike on me. Fly fishing, it'd be good for fly fishing, flies, wands, anything like that, you know, anything little that you want to display really. I just thought it were a good use of over packaged, throw it away when you're done. Chocolate bar wrapper. Upcycling, recycling, especially with it being a McDonald's bag as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Gives you any ideas. Cool. Please, if you know where to share it, if you know anybody who's into this sort of thing, if you know, got anywhere. Thanks for watching. Pleasure to have you here again. If you are here again, for newbies, please subscribe. Cheers. Can you say bye bye? Bye bye. Tell Lisa bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Oh, it looks pretty there. That purple shiny. Happy shiny feather. Bye bye.